Welcome to Overdrive AF, home of the official podcast of Overdrive Fitness. I am Teddy Gerzon, and this is my wife Gina Marie Gerzon. Also here with Desi the Destroyer, Titan and Brajol, and the numerous other wildlife that we have walking in and out of Overdrive Fitness. So thanks for tuning in. This is day 385 of the quarantine. I have finally grown a full beard, but just like my imagination and me lying about this being 385 days into the quarantine, none of those exist. We're actually at, I think, probably in our 5th week. But hey, who's counting, right? And we've been pretty busy with like keeping everybody, trying to keep everybody fit and sane with our workouts. We've acquired some new members on overdrivehomeworkouts.com, so that's great. We just finished up a workout today, just a few minutes ago, which was extremely exciting because we had some new people that just joined this morning text immediately after the workout and say that thank you for tiring them out and their young kids, because now it's nap time. So mommy gets some time alone from screaming, puking kids. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. G, do you have anything to add? You want to
about that specifically?
About anything in general.
Yeah, I need to charge my headphones.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Well, where could we start? Well, I'm loving the online platform. I'm loving, being able to be a really positive part of somebody's day. I had mentioned on the online the workout, just right after the workout today when we were just about done, that I was requesting for the members who were on, and maybe even those who replay it later, if they could just reach out to a few people today, text, email, phone call, FaceTime, whatever. Some people are really struggling with just their day-to-day and their mood and a little depressed. So, we're doing our best to inspire all of our members, new and veteran members, to get up out of bed in the morning and to get their workout in and just be able to get on with their day. You feel a little bit better when you exercise. So I think we've even experienced this a little bit within our Overdrive community, that some people are kind of feeling down in the dumps. So one request that I had today, I said this weekend, if we could reach out, each of us could reach out to a few people. We're doing our best to reach out every single day to members and athletes, just to check in with them, to see how they're doing, hopefully uplift them a little bit. Sometimes people don't have that motivation, so feel good about maybe being someone else's inspiration this weekend or today or this month or this week or whatever. This quarantine and this pandemic is taking a toll on society, so it's important for all of us to come together as best we can and really just do our best to uplift each other, because I understand this is real, we understand this is real, but at the same time, we do have that choice to get out of bed in the morning. We do have that choice to make it a great day or not, and I understand everybody's got different things going on, different things going on. So it would make, if you could make somebody smile, if they could hear your voice, or, crack a joke or make them laugh, sometimes that can make a huge difference in what could happen that day for that person, and maybe, the possibility of, or whatever the case. So it's definitely nice to, even for us to be able to see our members online training with us and tuning in with us, just to see them, it makes you smile. And just by smiling or seeing that that happiness, or seeing two people hug or seeing two people embrace or seeing your dogs or whatever, all of those visions, that sight of whatever's happening, that positive, just like when you see something positive in a movie happen, there's a lot of good chemicals that are released in your brain. It makes you feel better. That act of kindness or that happiness or that laugh or that joke or whatever releases all those good chemicals in your brain. So that was one request that I had today to all of our members and our athletes. If we could just check in on each other this weekend. A few people.
Yeah, that was great.
You can hear me in your headphones, right, Teddy?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I'm not ignoring you like you ignore me all the time. But no, that was a great point because that is very important. Just trying to be there and be able to uplift someone. So, Dazzy, what's up with you? What you been up to?
Not much. Just trying to, stay sane. I actually did one of the home workouts this week.
Nice.
That's awesome.
My legs were on fire the entire week. I think I just stopped being sore this morning. So
nice. You're alive.
They help. Yeah.
Yes. It'll get better though. It's gonna now. It'll get better. It's just all it is
fun.
is just get better. Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
See, that's important. Like little things like that. It's a big deal.
The whole time I was watching, I was like, "This is what It sucks that workout DVDs that are dancer sizing don't exist anymore. Cause it felt like that kind of energy.
That's
you guys would have
awesome.
had a big market there.
Yeah.
But John Bastow was way ahead of his time. You guys remember John Bastow?
That name. Why can't I think of his face? All of a sudden.
He had that fitted sleeveless shirt.
Oh.
And then he had arms, but he had biceps, but not much of a tricep or a deltoid. And he just had
Oh, did he
had
do
the longer hairs, kind of side parted, and it was he was it was brown hair, but then he highlighted it.
He did the 6-pack abs or did he do these videos that?
But no, it was it was I think he played it off his name. I thought it was John Bastow's resistance training program.
Yeah, he made product
Mm-hmm.
videos or something.
Real douchey, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did he have almost a mullet type thing or something?
Almost, yeah. It was decade
I'm trying
appropriate.
to remember.
I'll be sure to throw up a picture for reference.
Yeah, and there was a triangle in his logo or something like that. I don't know.
He was always ripped, seriously ripped, right?
Almost someone that doesn't do legs.
Well, no, I know. You always saw just his upper body. Yeah. It was stage ready. He was stage. I'm wow. Yeah, just to.
If he looked if David Duchovny started a cult, but was never actually a sex addict, he would look like John Bastow.
Oh no! Oh no! See, we're laughing. That's good.
Anyway,
Releasing
I make you
all
laugh
those
every day, so
good
you're
chemicals.
welcome.
You do.
Happy laugh, angry about to kill you laugh with a smile on your face.
I think Desi's really funny too, but it's low key. It's only at certain times. It's I just think he just lets a little bit out, just to give you a taste, and then he pulls it back in.
He's silent but deadly.
Like the tease.
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
Oh shit, is that Desi in your room? Yep, smells like laughter. Awesome.
Hey now.
Try.
I love that the dogs are laughing so hard right now.
They have the best life. Eat, sleep, play, repeat.
Mm-hmm. They never have to wait in line to use a bathroom. They just have to be let out, and they're the world.
And
is
they
my
prance
toilet.
and pounce, and it's the best.
They're oh, you see what's going on in San Francisco? Yeah, we've been doing that for our whole lives. Shitting in public. But yeah, no, I'm pretty excited with the home workouts.
I think you did a great job. The
nerd.
new.
Did some little picture-in-picture and graphic overlays on the live stream through Facebook. I definitely am just learning all of this on the fly. So anybody that's watching or listening to this, just letting you know right now, really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm using Restream.io to stream into our private Facebook group for OverdriveHomeWorkouts.com, broadcasting through OBS, and using a GoPro because that's all I have. And I don't even have a regular Canon DSLR camera. So, boom, that's what you got. So far, people are happy. I don't, for some reason, I cannot figure out how to. I don't know if the headphone jack's messed up on my computer or what, but I can't hear any sound effects on the soundboard that I'm playing. But clearly, it's working because I've already been called Funkmaster Ted by playing Funkmaster Flex soundboard throughout the whole workout. But
you and your soundboard now.
It's hysterical. Yeah, people heard the horn. People heard the horn for sure.
In the middle of the workout, Desi.
I tried to time it
It's
towards
like a
the end of
radio
a set.
DJ.
But I can't hear any of that stuff, so I don't even know what's going on.
I would project it if I knew how to do it. I'm just learning. You know what? Why don't we switch spots? Why don't you do all the behind-the-scenes stuff?
You're
and
going to
then
do the
Des,
workout?
you'll get in front of the camera. Oh. You thought I was going to say, I'll get in front of the
trust
camera.
that. I trust that. Teddy would just be like, just keep going.
See, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2 reps, but you guys are going to do this for a minute, okay? And go. Don't mind me, I'm just stuffing my face. Update on the Oreo shortage. I found, or remembered, I keep a stash of Oreos in my office at the gym, so I brought those home. So at the current moment, we are not short on Oreos, and I believe I saw there were Oreos for sale at Stop and Shop on an end cap, which means they're being featured right now. So there, I don't know who said it a couple weeks ago about an Oreo shortage, but that was just hot garbage.
I heard that. I'm telling you, I heard it on, I don't know where I heard it, but...
Your sources are wrong.
Oh, man. I was like, wow, are you
Fake
serious?
News on the
Fake
Oreo
news.
front.
Stop it.
Like, why would you cause Americans to panic over a shortage of Oreos like that?
All the delicious foods are out of stock now. It looks like they're low.
Actually, you know what? No,
All the
keep telling
delicious-
everybody that Oreos are running low. There's no Oreos out there. Don't buy
Well,
them.
unfortunately, if you go to the Stop and Shop that we go to all the time, they seem to always be low on a lot of things.
Or expired.
Or like they're not FIFOing everything. First in, first out.
FIFO, nice.
That's a sanitation term. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my culinary days.
Yeah, no, Desi, I went to buy yogurt yesterday, and the dates on them were March 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I asked Teddy if he could pick me up some yogurt.
Today's April 18th.
And, yeah, so
Jesus.
I don't know if somebody returned them, they put them right back on the shelf, or I don't know what happened, but ugh. That's horrible.
It's like a grocery store version of Saw. Let's play a game. So you want to lose weight and you're sick. Do you have
Because
COVID-19
I had gotten
or food poisoning?
that happened once already. Teddy bought me yogurt it had to have been bad. No sooner do I eat it, and then even within that hour, I was like, "Yep, gotta go home." Threw up all over. That was hard. I mean, not all over, but it was horrible.
What about the cookie dough I bought there? I made myself cookies.
Oh.
The Toll House.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they just don't have a good reputation.
threw up all over the grass out there. Nice. Dogs felt terrible for me. They started to try cleaning it up. I'm like, don't do that. It's gross.
Wow. Yep.
So I've, as far as sports performance, I've checked in with a bunch of our athletes, and so far, they have been loving the online workouts. They have been loving the sweat workouts. It's keeping them sane. One of our athletes, she really should not be working out at all because she was kind of like Luke Wilson in Anchorman, where he got the same injury twice, but instead of actually losing an arm, she got hit in the hand, in the same hand, both times, in a lacrosse game, playing lacrosse. So, yeah, she took a pretty bad shot to one hand when she was defending a woman. It came on the follow through, so she hurt her hand. Then the next game, same exact thing happens, except her whole hand blew up. It basically looked like a balloon, she said, and then the one knuckle was humongous, needless to say. The school trainer said it's probably just a bad bone bruise.
Yeah.
But the assistant trainers kind of look at each other like, yeah, no, that shit's broken. But given the current situation as far as going to the hospital and the ER and whatnot.
Did they get an x-ray?
No, not yet. Nothing yet. But she said that seeing us virtually and doing all the workouts and having all the guidance has really kept her sane. So she's doing what she can without any pain in her hand. But it's better than nothing. And she's staying in shape, which all athletes should be doing right now because, I mean, we're in New York, New Jersey, probably not going to be out of this for another month. But like another 4 to 6 weeks, if I had to guess, I think we're going to be in this through Memorial Day. But no athlete should be put in a position to where they get so out of shape, and then all of a sudden, the summer hits and they're allowed to start practicing and training together again, and they are completely out of shape. So, that could lead to so many problems. But, like I said, all our athletes have been enjoying all the online workouts. That makes me very happy. I'm sure it makes you very happy.
They need it. They need it so much. I mean, not besides the fact that our adult members, non-athlete members need it also. I mean, but movement, it just makes you feel better. Blood flow, moving that energy. It just in general, getting that oxygenated blood, to the brain, throughout the body, like it just makes you feel better. That movement, again, releases all those good hormones, all those endorphins, right? As we know, without going too much into detail, it just makes you feel better. You have that, like they would call that runner's high, that quote unquote high, that euphoric effect that you get post exercise is real. I mean, the studies are there, the research is there, look it up. But that's what's going to help get people out of this funk. If they're in a funk, is some sort of movement. Even if it is a meditation, even if it is a walk outside with your dog, even if it is a Tai Chi type movement or whatever, gardening outside, all of those things, a bike ride, playing basketball with your brother, like all of those things are, it's important. It's really, really important to keep us psychologically and mentally healthy. I was going somewhere with this, and now I'm trying to think of where I was going with it. But it's kind of scary to think that people are spiraling down. They're spiraling down into, I don't want to say necessarily depression, but we have to really allow ourselves, and honor the fact that yes, that this is if you're feeling this and honor it, and I understand, but at the same time, we can stay in this place of a funk, or stay in that place of depression type feelings or negative feelings or non-motivational. But it gets to a point where you got to get up, and if you have to go to the bathroom, you have the choice of either getting up and going to the bathroom or not, and staying where you are. So if we can be a little silly about it for a second, but with anything else, do you get up and grab something to eat, or do you not? Or do you get up and brush your teeth and take a shower, or do you not? We have that choice at the end of the day to do those things. To go to the grocery store, to dress ourselves, to do laundry, to do things around the house or whatever. We are very blessed to live in a country that we do have many freedoms. And regardless of, people's political views and whatever's going on in this world, and if you agree or disagree, but at the end of the day, we have that choice, and surrounding yourself with good things and family and good times and a happy face or a good movie or a good book or whatever. It's like you have the choice to get yourself out of that funk if you want to. And if it gets, and there's also conventional ways of doing that too, but if, I just, if we're going down that road, but.
Did you have something prepared for today?
Oh, well, I was going to talk about, just quickly, foods that help combat stress.
Do it. That's a very important thing to talk about right now.
Okay.
Samoas are at the top
So,
of the list.
Right, so the brain knows stress and the body knows stress. It just doesn't know good or bad. And I think we've gone over this, like, in one of our first podcasts,
yes.
With brain health and everything. And so most of the time, the body will kind of grab onto certain vitamins and minerals to allow itself to continue to function. So most of the vitamins that it normally kind of grabs onto and pulls from right away, pull from the bones and the muscle tissue and everything else, the bloodstream and everything else, like vitamin C, the B vitamins, selenium, magnesium, like some of the minerals too. So a lot of those minerals and vitamins are found in certain foods, and it helps us to function better. B vitamins do help us to kind of deal with stress. Vitamin C does. It's an antioxidant. Selenium and magnesium, the same thing. So, the first one I listed was actually chocolate, cocoa. So cocoa or cacao. That there's certain nutrients in cocoa that have kind of stimulant properties, which do make us feel good, because we it kind of allows the bloodstream to it kind of induces that firing action. It also, there's certain things in cocoa too that actually help to relax us, and so there's a stimulant effect and then also a relaxation effect. So things like theobromine and even the carbohydrate found in, if we were to have a piece of chocolate too, right, it releases that serotonin. So not only do the cocoa has antioxidants as well, but theobromine has a stimulant effect and a relaxation effect. So there's definitely positives in that. Nuts and seeds, they're usually high in things like magnesium, and magnesium has a lot of different benefits. It definitely lowers your blood pressure. It has a lot to do with your heart health. It's a muscle relaxant. So normally when we're under stress too, the research does show that most people are very low in magnesium. So that's definitely a positive. Green tea. Green tea has, I love green tea. I've always loved green tea. Green tea has a component called an amino acid, actually L-theanine, that does help to calm the nervous system. It does help to relax you. It makes you feel kind of like that, that exhale. So green tea, matcha green tea is a great one. Foods like, if we're talking about omega-3s, so things like avocados, fatty fish, salmon, sardines, things like that. And again, it helps with like vasodilation, so like blood flow, obviously blood flow to the brain, blood flow to the body. It does kind of interact with a lot of the healthy brain chemicals. So these are all feel-good foods, guys. Dairy, so cottage cheese, yogurt, milk, things like that. Definitely high in calcium and vitamin D, and the research does show vitamin D. There's a major lack of vitamin D in most people, especially during the winter months, where some people could be diagnosed with that seasonal affective disorder, right? So getting outside, if we're not maybe consuming enough of that vitamin D through food, just getting outside and getting that sunlight on your skin for 20 minutes in the morning or daytime hours, that's great. Green leafy vegetables and fruits, those are high in a lot of vitamins and minerals, and they're high fiber too. So when you talk about gut health, and the research does show too with that the healthy gut, and the healthy gut is almost like the second brain now. So healthy gut, healthy brain, healthy body, whole grains and legumes. So whole grains like a whole wheat bread or oatmeal or sweet potatoes or quinoa or brown rice. Legumes like beans and peas and things like that. They're complex carbs too. Complex carbs we need to help release that serotonin, those feel-good chemicals in your brain. Blood sugar balance, that slow release of energy through the system. So you need that pre and post workout. We need that throughout the day. That's our primary source of energy, but it also makes us feel good. And again, that high fiber, it slows that digestive process down, that slow release into the bloodstream. It feeds you. It gives you that energy, slowly throughout the day. So I just wanted to mention a few different foods. If we can start to, just incorporate some of these foods daily, I think it would just help people to feel better. I always suggest a good multivitamin, because most of the time people are not always eating the best things all the time. They're not always they could be making better choices. So if they're not getting it from their food, find a good multivitamin that you like to help with those, to getting that lack, to kind of rebalance that lack of where you are, and then even just starting to incorporate some of these foods in too. Just to help you feel better during this time is it's so crucial right now. It's kind of scary to see and hear some people are just kind of really down in the dumps, and they're very much in denial of what's going on. So yes, we have to be quote unquote # alone together, but it's important to do the best we can for ourselves, that we can be the best that we can for our families and our friends too. Some people are really hurting out there, and share that. We can share these things with the people that we know to help them feel better. This is definitely a time where we can make that choice to do better for ourselves. So I think I've been doing a lot of talking on this podcast today,
That's
Teddy.
Fine. There's nothing wrong with that. No, what's great is those foods too. A lot of our new members are hearing about them because, and this is just a repeat of what we've been saying too, because to our new members, because these foods are on their food list. Mm-hmm. So a lot of our new members are coming in through the 21-day challenge that we're doing, and some of our current members are doing the same challenge too, just to kind of keep them in check, hold them accountable, so that at least for a short 21 days, and it may seem long right now because we're in quarantine, but it takes 3 weeks to break a bad habit, develop a good habit, change your habits, which we spoke about in our first podcast. But with these foods that we're telling our new members about, some of them it's brand new to them. So at least over the next 21 days while we're in this quarantine, they can develop good habits with very limited variables and distractions and potentially negative things, I guess you could say, that could derail them from any type of progress. So, it's great that you brought that up on the podcast here today, because obviously if we keep repeating it on different types of medium, then it only goes to show that we're not full of shit when we talk about it. We're really serious about it.
I mean, if you even just start to incorporate some of the foods that I've listed, and when I say cocoa, when I say chocolate, I'm not saying go eat a whole bag of the mini Hershey bars.
Because that's shit.
What I'm saying is if you have an ounce or two, if you make yourself a cup of hot cocoa, if you're going to go for the chocolate, go for the highest percentage of cocoa, so like the 80% and above, ideally. if you can incorporate those kind of things. So, balance is important too, but when we start to eat better, your body responds well to that. You start to feel better. You want to move. Your brain chemistry changes. Your gut health changes, and in turn, your body just starts to feel better because you're feeding it good things. So, if we were to experiment and say if someone was to eat, I'm sorry to say, but fast food all day long every single day, and you have someone who, was to maybe incorporate some of that packaged stuff, maybe 20% of the day, and the other 80% of the day, which we always preach, is, whole foods, things that you'd find around the perimeter of the supermarket. Your lean proteins, your healthy fats, and your good carbohydrates. A lot of the things that I had even just listed today, you just feel better, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. You just start to feel better, and well, it's the way we handle stress too, and the way we deal with it has a major effect on our physical body. So, we just have to start to think about those things. And the new members now that are coming in, and we gave them the food lists and allowing them to to start to incorporate that into their daily routine along with the online workouts is going to be a game changer. It's going to be an absolute game changer, because when we come out of this quarantine, those people that have started to create good habits or create better habits, or start to shift their habits from where they were to now where they are, that's going to be the difference when we step out of this quarantine. So this is like prep work now, for those people, those that haven't been, on the kind of straight and narrow in a sense. Maybe they fell back into some bad habits. You can use this time now to really gear up and change everything.
How's that jump shot destroyer?
It's a little rusty right now. It's been rainy and cold, so haven't been able to get out as much. But
well, he's been working on his explosiveness in the workouts and stuff. So
that's what I was getting at,
working on building all the stuff around it right now.
Yeah. Get more lift in your shot.
Yeah.
It's the weather has not been the most cooperative as far as working on your shot outside, but I'm sure next year we will see you in the Pro-Am NBA horse competition.
Yeah, for sure.
Who won that this year?
I have no idea. I couldn't watch more than 5 minutes of that.
I can't watch any of it. I just waited for the
I like
highlights.
that they're trying, but it's not coming out great.
I think whoever won actually won it indoors. Like, it came down to him and someone else. That other person had to shoot outside, and this other person he built his own gym,
right,
which he could shoot inside. So he didn't have to deal with any wind. Must be nice.
Yeah.
I was never good at basketball. Basketball was never my forte.
Yeah, I think I'm at least angling for the big three.
There you go.
The Ice Cube one with all the old people.
Ice Cube.
I think I could fit in
the big three
there.
Stars right now are basically
retired.
Whoever carried the Knicks to their last playoff win.
Yeah. I think I could probably beat like Zach Randolph in a race, so maybe I might have something there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is a half-court game. Zebo.
Tomorrow's going to be like 60. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the better weather for a lot of reasons.
For sure. Absolutely. This week's been very weird. It's been like, it's just so strange. Like, we had some beautiful sunny weather, and then all of a sudden, like, rainy, coldy, raw, like 30s at night. It's so weird.
A lot of places getting snow right now.
Yeah.
Who is?
There's places in like New England that are getting a lot of snow.
Oh, after that,
right,
I'm happy
even
with
Chicago.
What we have.
Right, Chicago they were talking
the
about
Midwest.
like a
Yeah, the Midwest.
how many car pile up or something in the snow.
Yeah.
Like Michigan too, I think.
Oh my God, it's so weird.
I mean, that's that thing we were talking about last week of it could always be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes.
yeah.
at least you're not really stuck inside, like with feet of snow or something like that, like other places are.
You know, just having that outlook of yes, it could always be worse.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, can't stress it enough. We just lift each other up, guys. Inspire each other, because sometimes somebody doesn't have that motivation, and they need it.
I thought I heard in a podcast this morning that going along the lines of like being positive motivation and it could always be worse was I guess there's an app out there called Winstreak, and basically what it does is it has you, and I guess it helps keep record of things, but you enter any win from each day into it. So you're supposed to put in things that you got done during the day that could be a win. So for instance, I was hearing this one guy wrote he was able to teach his daughter that day how to finally ride a bicycle without training wheels. So that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
The purpose of that is to, not to say like there are no negatives in life, but especially in a time like this, especially being a business owner, because this guy that I was listening to is also a business owner. He's a small business owner, and highlighting the wins of each day just totally transforms your outlook on things. So it's easy to bitch about everything right now, especially given how, on a personal note, I've always said, tight end. So, on a personal note, I was very skeptical of this stimulus bill, the CARES Act, from the start. I hated it. I was just like, this is ridiculous. It sounds too good to be true. It's going to screw a lot of people over. Watch. Lo and behold, after speaking to many other business owners, not even just gym owners, I haven't heard of one true small business owner that has gotten a dime from the government yet. Mm-hmm. Not one. The only ones I've heard of that got it were like, I've read reports of like CEOs of hedge funds or hedge funds getting them, and then some of like the larger franchises that have like just under 500 employees. But any of your local mom and pop shops, I haven't heard of any of those businesses getting a dime. I've heard that the payroll protection plan is out of money. They're trying to get more money into it, but right now it's not looking good at all. And so it's easy to bitch about all that. I can just keep going and going. But, highlighting, this app forces you to highlight in 3 wins of the day. So it could be something even as small as getting all your laundry done that day instead of falling behind another day. Or, in our case, even just getting 3 new people to try out our online training for free, as opposed to, paying for a membership. At least we got 3 new people that are part of this movement with us. So, I think that's what the app's called, Winstreak. So I would definitely give that a shot for anybody out there that's feeling pretty melancholy or, really down in the dumps. I'm sure there's plenty that you could actually highlight each day that's pretty positive, So maybe it could be, I don't know, you finally cleaned out the closet in your spare bedroom that you put aside for 3 years. Mm-hmm. That could be a huge win because, when you start to really declutter your home and your office, your mind starts to de-stress. Or it could be, I don't know, winning your second Super Bowl in 2 seasons on Madden. Whoop-de-whoop!
These are the things that count. These are the things that matter.
Because there really could be a limited amount of things to be happy about, but anytime you are happy and laughing and smiling and messing around, you are releasing those great hormones. So,
you could have made a batch of pancakes and not burnt one of them. That's
big.
That's big.
I thought you were starting to take a shot at me. I was
No!
I was like, oh, come
We
on.
love our pancakes.
Yeah. I was going to say, I leave all the pancake making to you because I can easily screw things up in the kitchen.
Well, unless you like, well done pancakes, which some people do, but we like them to be like that nice golden brown. Like is it like it's right, Desi? I mean, do you feel me on that?
That's the way to go.
Right?
1000% agree.
I mean, we don't always agree on how we like to eat our pancakes, but
Shotgun the pancake.
I actually have a very, very effective technique in eating pancakes, so Gina's just jealous that she hasn't perfected it like me.
This is the engineer over here. I'm just,
So I'm lefty,
Right.
so what I do is
So am I.
we go out to like Brownstone or something, they give you all those pancakes. So the key to eating a lot is basically getting as much food into your body within like a 10-minute window. So people will be like, oh, I like to enjoy my food. And it's like, I like to enjoy a lot of food and as much as possible. So what I do is, anyone's been to Brownstone, they give you a stack of pancakes, and they're basically the width of the diameter of pancakes, almost the exact diameter of the fucking plate. So how are you going to eat that fast? Well, what you do is you take your fork in your dominant hand, you take your knife in your weaker hand. And most people usually slice with their dominant hand. We ain't got time for that. We got lots of pancakes to kill here. Okay, so what you do is you stab with your dominant hand, slice with your other hand, and as you feed the pancake into your mouth with your dominant hand, the knife hand is spinning the plate so that by the time the fork comes out of your mouth and back onto the plate, it's stabbing a new piece of pancake. And then you repeat. Feed, spin, stab, slice. Feed, spin, stab, slice. Non-stop. I've killed dozens of pancakes that way in 10 minutes. If you don't believe me,
or inhaled plenty
wait till
of
the quarantine's
burgers.
over and fucking watch me, kid.
You need like a man versus food type show.
Yeah, right? I should do that.
He's the fastest eater in the world. I'm the slowest eater in the world, so I don't know.
Yeah,
We enjoy it differently, that's all.
I've still never forgotten that story about how to shotgun a pizza.
Oh, hell yeah.
Teddy?
Yeah, because
Think about it every
Ask
time I
Teddy.
see one.
Yeah, I used to tell Desi this because, people never like really believe it, but like, I almost graduated high school 135 pounds. I'm 5'8", so I could never gain weight, and everyone would always ask, like, watch me eat. They'd be like, "What is wrong with you? Like, do you ever breathe?" I'm like, "No time to breathe." So what I would do to try to kill a whole pie at Posa and Nanuet in high school was I would go in, and you got to put pressure on yourself, right? Because pressure makes diamonds. So you go in, and I would pick out a booth in the front row, like right by the counter, because I know that all eyes are on me. So I'm like, all right, if people are watching me, then I got to get this done. Like, I'm not gonna hide in the corner, like, fuck that. So I ordered whole pie, and then Danny Popolini, who was one of the owners at the time, would be like, "Are you seriously gonna eat that whole pizza?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Just give me a 2-liter Coke." So I would sit down, and you could go one slice at a time, but that's gonna take too much time. So what you do is you take 2 slices, and you put them together, cheese to cheese. Then you take the tip, fold it up towards the crust, fold that over, and just big bites. Boom, boom, boom. You start killing 2 slices at a time. What? You're doubling the amount of food you're chewing just by one simple technique. Come on, it worked. I graduated 165, put on 30 pounds in about 4 to 5 months. So, which is still light as hell. But for me, I mean,
He has a
finally
method.
gained weight.
Yeah, it's science.
I remember when we first started dating, too. What were you going to say, Desi? I'm
It's
sorry.
science. It's just
Totally science. We first started dating, and I think I met you there, right? I met you over there, and you were already eating. Right. Do you remember this?
Was it at Posa?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was it at Sister
And there was
Rose?
no talking. He was all business. It was
Oh,
all.
yeah, it was at Posa. I did take you to Posa.
Yes, but I think I had met you there because
Yeah.
you were eating something. You
Mhm.
were ready to eat pizza. I was doing all the talking. He was just doing all the eating. I don't know how many slices he went through, but I couldn't believe it.
I can
And
tell you
there,
exactly what I ordered.
there was no talking on his end.
it's a power move.
Yeah. You're in my realm. We abide by my
Oh my
rules.
God.
No, I went through a phase where I would only order the same thing all the time in that restaurant. Well, I do that everywhere. I only order specific meals from very specific places. Like, so, do you remember what it was?
No, I don't remember.
3 plain slices, a sausage roll, and a diet Snapple. I gotta go diet. Like, I'm not gonna add extra calories through sugar, like through some syrupy drink. That's just there for taste.
I like Snapple though. Snapple's good.
Hell yeah, but diet, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
If I want more calories, I'm gonna eat them. I'm not gonna drink them. 3 slices and a sausage roll. That was a standard meal for me. I'm getting hungry talking about this.
Yep.
We gotta wrap this shit up because I am starving.
Pizza.
Hell yeah, we should get some fucking
pizza.
pizza.
Do you like pizza, Desi?
Yes.
Favorite slice, go.
Plain. You
Plain.
gotta just go
Classic.
with the classic.
Classic.
See, to me, it depends on where I'm getting it from.
That's fair.
You
So some
know.
places are
That's
awesome.
that's the best barometer for how good a place's pizza is.
It is, but some
Because
places...
anyone can dress it up with whatever they got. But
yeah, but then some
you
of
won't
the
know if
places
it's
that have
really good.
awesome plain slices have terrible bacon.
Well, I don't eat red meat, so
What'd you say?
I don't eat red meat.
Oh, really?
But I don't
So,
know.
I love pepperoni bacon slices. And
He likes-
Pizzarina has that. They
He
make a
likes the
good
crazy
one.
stuff. Well,
Oh, yeah.
we like, what would we used to order too. Like, we would go half when we'd get like kind of funky with it. Right? We'd go,
eggplant,
yeah, like the eggplant,
spinach,
the fried eggplant with the ricotta cheese on it.
ricotta.
And, well,
Damn.
if we, like, I have an appetite too. I just eat really slowly.
Yeah, I can still kill half a pie. just
I believe it.
on a
Dope.
given night.
I believe it. Hey.
Yeah,
Because you're saving the other half for a midnight snack.
yeah.
There you go.
especially
Solid.
especially when he's going to be doing the workouts. He's going to need it.
Yeah. Hopefully, this motivates people to support a local
Yeah.
business.
Hell
Yes. Yes.
Your
Keep
local
stimulating
pizza
that
place is still
economy.
open.
Say that again?
Your local pizza place is still open. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Oh my God. Yeah, we got to stimulate that economy, guys. We got to support small business. This is so, so important. Oh my God. Yep. For sure.
All right, we good?
We're good.
You good? Got it all out?
Yeah. I
Hi.
mean, do you want to plug the shirts real quick or something like that?
Oh yeah, so it's still April, so you know, we are selling shirts through Bonfire. So I believe the link is, and Desi will put it in the show notes, but I think it's like bonfire.com/store/Overdrive Fitness or something. I don't know, but whatever. It's on there. All 3 shirts are still available. So the way Bonfire works is they send out shirts in production. So if one shirt is ordered, then whatever time frame is set up. So like let's say they'll print every 10 days and then they'll ship out 7 or 10 days after that batch is done. So some people, they missed the window on the first batch for the Overdrive Mood shirt. No problem. Like they're still gonna get them. We're not ever done printing those shirts unless we delete it from the store. So Overdrive Mood, it's a play on our expanded logos. There is the Good Boy Entertainment, which is dope AF, and that comes in black and in red. And then there is the Overdrive Supreme shirt. So straight up just says Overdrive on a white t-shirt with the Supreme font. And yeah, I ordered that. So I am pumped to get that one.
Swag.
Hell yeah. So yeah, there's that. And welcome to Overdrive, to our new members. Good luck to everyone in your 21-day challenges. Be positive. Highlight your wins each day.
Reach out to a few people this weekend or maybe every day and maybe help to inspire them and motivate them because they need it. Be somebody's motivation, be somebody's inspiration today.
And then deliver some
And-
moonshine to your local 90-year-old neighbors that also lived through the first prohibition of this country. I'm kidding.
Eat more pizza.
And eat plenty of pizza. Carbs rule everything around us.
Yes. And
Fact.
get your foods in, guys, to help combat stress. Get your foods in. Listen to the podcast. Get your foods in to help combat stress.
And just remember, this quarantine is only temporary. but Wu-Tang is forever. On that note, peace.
Bye, guys.